Yep.
Good evening and welcome to the November 19th Glenville Town Board meeting. If you would all please rise for the invocation and pledge allegiance. We lift up our brave men and women who serve as police officers in our community. Grant them wisdom in every decision, courage in the face of danger, and strength to carry the weight of their duties with honor. Surround them with your protection. Guide their actions with justice and compassion, and bring them safely home to their loved ones each day. Bless their hearts with peace and their hands with purpose as they work to uphold the safety and well-being of all. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Ramichardt?
Here.
Councilman Blue?
Here.
Councilman Aragosa?
Here.
Councilman Perkins?
Here. We'll now move to our town council reports, and I'll start on my left with Councilman Aragosa.
Just ending up now. There was a Fresh Tables event tonight at the Scotia Library, trying to help out folks in need of food during this time. Monday, November 24th, which is this coming Monday, GCC will meet here at 7 at Town Hall. And last thing I have is Saturday night is the parade in downtown Schenectady. Come out. Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Blue.
No report.
Councilman Ramichardt.
No reports.
Thank you, gentlemen. We will now move to our agenda, and our first thing is a public hearing. This public hearing will be a public hearing for all individuals wishing to be heard on any impositions of liens on parcels of real estate listed as Schedule A for the cutting of grass and brush and weeds on their property for maintenance and administrative fees pursuant to Chapter 99 of the Code of the Town of Glenville. I'll now open that public hearing. Anyone wishing to be heard may step up to the podium and address the board. Is there anyone wishing to be heard? Anyone wishing to be heard? Public hearing is now closed. We'll now move to privilege of the floor. And there's no one signed up for the privilege of the floor this evening, but we will open the privilege of the floor. Anyone wishing to address the board may step up to the podium, state your name and address, and address the board. Anyone wishing to speak at privilege of the floor? Is there anyone wishing to speak at privilege of the floor? Anyone wishing to speak at privilege of the floor? Privilege of the floor is now closed. Before I move into the supervisor's comments, I'll just say that we have a few add-ons on our agenda this evening. If you look, there is add-on 1, 2, and 3. We'll take those. We'll take those up directly after resolution number 18 and just before new business. So we'll move that to there. I will now go to the supervisor's comments, and it's exciting to see a packed house full of friends, family, co-workers here to support officers. I mean, I know that's why they're here this evening. We have some promotions being made this evening, and it's really heartwarming to see these individuals come out and support not only the community but support their friends. So I'm very appreciative for you coming out to this evening ceremony, and we're pleased to have you here at the Town of Glenville. We have many great things going on here in the town of Glenville. I'm going to highlight just one of the things that will be taking place very soon, and that is the annual Christmas tree lighting. That'll take place on Saturday, November 29th, right down at the town center, which is right down by First National Bank of Scotia. And the tree lighting will happen at 4:30 p.m. And then we're going to move up here for a bunch of activities. There'll be some cookies and hot chocolate, coffee, and things of that nature. Also, carriage rides, many other things happening up here from 5 to 7 p.m. So I'd invite you all to come back and join us here at the Town of Glenville Municipal Center for just a wonderful event. This event is sponsored by First National Bank of Scotia. We're happy to have them on board for a sponsorship. Also, I'd like to thank our committee. Julie is the chair of the committee, the events committee. They worked very hard to put this event together. It was extremely well received this last year, and I'm sure it will be this year. So make sure you tell your friends and neighbors and family to come out and enjoy the celebration as we look forward to the holiday season. Also, I already mentioned that there's many people in this room here to support the officers, but I truly appreciate all of our employees who work hard to make this town exactly what it is on a daily basis. I want to highlight the fact that our road crews have been out there, our highway crew, they've been out there working, doing loose leaf collection. It's going extremely well, I've been told by the highway superintendent, and they are actually going to be on their last round of collection going around the town, and we'll be wrapping that up really soon. So that's all I have for reports this evening. Thank you. We'll now move to our agenda, and we're going to move to swearing in of Meredith Kaiser, who is going to be Lieutenant Kaiser. And Chief, I want to invite you up to the podium to say a few words if you'd like. You want to switch them around? You want to do Will first? Sure, we can. So we're going to do Will Quant, and Will is going to be Sergeant Quant. So Chief, come on up. Let me position this camera. All right, Chief.
For those of you that don't know, the previous board meeting, the resolutions were passed for both of the promotions tonight. And again, just let me take a second to thank the board for your continued support in allowing us to move forward in these promotions. As you know, the vacancy for the sergeant was created by us finally getting to make the second lieutenant position. So again, thank you for allowing us to do that. And thank you for taking your time out tonight to allow us to do the swearing in. So this evening, I'm going to start with Officer Will Quant to the position of sergeant. Will is a 2011 graduate of the Scotia Glenville Central School District and a 2016 graduate of SUNY Oneonta with a bachelor's degree in history. He lives in Glenville here with his wife, Elena. Will has 7 years of service as a police officer with the Glenville Police Department. He began his career in law enforcement when he was hired by the New York State SUNY Police in July of 2018. He was hired by our agency in April of 2019. Will achieved the number one position in our Schenectady County Civil Service Test for sergeant with a score of 90. So congratulations on that, Will. And was chosen for this promotion after a stellar interview that was professional, insightful, and extremely genuine. Will currently serves as one of our field training officers. His dedication to our FTO program and willingness to take on the responsibility of training new officers is always a huge factor in the decision to promote. Will was recently selected to attend training and peer support also. He will play a major role in our wellness of our members moving forward. Will has served in the Glenville community with compassion, kindness, and a sincere desire to help those in need of assistance. I have not experienced or ever been told that Will is a member that lets his emotions interfere with his judgment or in his response to difficult circumstances. He is a member that enforces the law and answers his calls with no personal bias and understands the importance of community service. As our next sergeant, Will most likely be assigned to the midnight shift. His mentoring of our younger officers will continue with some added responsibilities. As we all know, the midnight tour can be quiet for the most part, but when serious calls happen, they usually are the most difficult ones for us to deal with. We have all the faith in the world that Will excel in this role and know that he will be a great addition to our supervisory staff. Congratulations, Sergeant Quant. We look forward to your next chapter in your law enforcement career here at GBD. Congratulations.
Ready to do this, Will? Okay, I'll hold the Bible for you.
No speech there, Will? Nothing to say? Come on.
Yeah, you're old. Come on up, Will. Hang on. Let me spin it.
There's no speech, it's all. I just want to thank the town board. Thank you guys for all your work you do here.
Hang on, Will.
Thank you, Chief.
Sorry.
I don't need to restart the I do.
There we go. Sorry about that.
Restarting the whole thing. I want to thank you guys again, the town board. I appreciate all the work you guys do for us. Thank Chief and Lieutenant Green. Congratulations, Lieutenant Kaiser as well. And thank you all for being here. Thank you.
So now we will move to Meredith Kaiser, who will become Lieutenant Kaiser. Chief, please.
Yes, it is my honor tonight to promote Meredith Kaiser to the rank of lieutenant. Meredith Kaiser is a 17-and-a-half-year veteran with the Glenville Police Department and a 1996 graduate of Alfred University, where she earned her bachelor's degree in fine arts. She was hired by then Chief Mike Rinaldi in July of 2008 and served as a patrol officer until her promotion to sergeant in May of 2022. During her years in the patrol division, Meredith demonstrated a strong commitment to pursuing justice on behalf of those who could not speak for themselves. She was the primary investigator in the historic Slipperfoot case in 2014, which involved serious allegations of animal abuse of several horses and pigs at a local farm. Meredith worked tirelessly to bring the case to prosecution to the district attorney. Her dedication led to her to attend multiple trainings on animal and equine abuse, after which she became our department's subject matter and an expert in the field. Meredith has served as a field training officer and now supervises the program. She has played an integral role in training numerous new officers and lateral transfers. In 2022, Meredith became our first female sergeant in the department's history. With her first months in the role, she established the police department wellness program, which included a peer support initiative and voluntary comfort canine program. She first introduced the department to Rangeley, who has since retired, somewhat, I guess, and now partners with Wayland. Wayland has become a beloved presence in the community events such as Trunk or Treat, Thursdays at the Park, Coffee with a Cop, and visits to schools, daycares, and adult assistance facilities. His interactions, especially with the children, have made a meaningful impact on our community relations. Meredith has completed extensive training in crisis intervention, suicide prevention, and serves on the Schenectady County Crisis Intervention Team. She holds numerous other certifications that reflect her commitment to continuous professional growth. Since 2012, Meredith has been an active member of the New York Women in Law Enforcement. She attended her first conference that year in Syracuse and was elected to the board of directors in 2022 and served as president from 2023 through 2024. She previously served as vice president, and currently remains involved as immediate past president. She also contributes to the community service and leadership committees, demonstrating her dedication to supporting and advancing women in law enforcement across the state. The decision to promote Meredith to lieutenant reflects multiple considerations and acknowledgments. Foremost is her unwavering loyalty to the department and her willingness to take on difficult responsibilities that require courage, sound judgment, and resilience. Meredith approaches her supervisory role with professionalism and a strong commitment to policy, procedure, and reasoned decision-making. She understands that leadership sometimes requires difficult conversations intended to guide improvement and support the success of others. She has embraced that responsibility with care and integrity. Meredith is deeply committed to the Glenville community. She recently made a decision to move back into the community, further investing herself both personally and professionally. This was not an easy move, and her dedication is commendable. Throughout her career, Meredith has faced unfair adversaries. Yet she has remained steadfast in her pursuit of excellence and her determination to contribute positively to the department. It is our hope that in her new role as lieutenant, she can reflect on her hard work, extensive training, leadership roles beyond the department, and a genuine compassion for her colleagues, and to feel that her efforts have truly been recognized and valued. Please join us in congratulating Lieutenant Meredith Kaiser on this well-deserved promotion. Thank you.
Ready to do this, Scott?
I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States. And the Constitution and the laws of the state of New York. And that I will faithfully discharge the duties of lieutenant for the Glenville Police Department according to the best of my ability. So help me God.
Come on over here. Come on over here. Give me a second, Lieutenant.
I do have a speech. Thank you to everyone who has come here tonight to support us all. I feel very fortunate to be promoted to an administrative position at a time when the department is really gaining traction with all of the improvements that are being made for our officers. These improvements are also imperative to keep up the department's ability to serve our community in the best way possible. I'm proud to work alongside with Chief Janik and Lieutenant Green to keep the momentum going. As a lieutenant, my goal is to support every officer to guide, mentor, and to ensure that we will all have the resources and training that we need to perform our jobs to the best of our abilities. I will strive to lead by example and always welcome input from anyone on how to do my job better. I've heard several times that people would like more transparency. I will be as transparent as possible, not only to the members of the department, but to the community we serve. To my fellow officers, this promotion is not just a personal achievement. It has been a collective effort to grow as a department. I've made some very difficult sacrifices to make sure that I can be a part of a team of officers that continue to serve our community with compassion, integrity, and professionalism. I've given up time with my family and friends. I've moved from a home that I never planned on leaving to be more involved in the community we serve. I'm not the only one that has made sacrifices, though. You all have, and I want to thank you for your dedication to the Glenville Police Department. I had a conversation last week with my cousin Scott, who's a retired fireman from Waterville Elite. His father, my Uncle Butch, had a heart attack while bowling and was brought back to life by responding EMS and firemen. Scott said, "Until I was on the other side of things, I never realized how important our jobs are and how much we impact the lives of others. We are here to protect, to serve, and to make our neighborhood safer. Every call, every interaction, every decision we make has an impact. Sometimes in ways we may never fully understand, but that's what makes me proud to serve alongside you all." I want to thank Chief Janik for his support and continued commitment to being a mentor to me. Thank you to Supervisor Kirkham and the town board for all of your support. I'd like to thank all of the members of the New York Women in Law Enforcement, and there's 2 here tonight, Bethlehem Chief Gina Kuchera and Nicole Weston, retired state police investigator. And a special thank you to Gina for leading with great example and always reminding me to never give up. I'd like to acknowledge retired Lieutenant Matt Weiss for sharing his knowledge of the job and many laughs. Thank you to my friends and family that have stood by me every step of this journey. Tonight, I have with me my dad and stepmom, Leon and Susan Kaiser, my sister, Danielle Reynolds, and my great friends, Joe and Amanda Ferrero. We also have our peer support counselor, Dr. Kelly Tobin. Without your continued love and support, I would not be where I am today. You've all played a critical role in shaping my career, and I'm very grateful for the lessons you have taught me along the way. I look forward to the opportunities and challenges ahead, and I continue to serve alongside each of you in pursuit of our shared mission. This isn't the finish line. This is just a new chapter in my journey. Thank you.
We'll give you guys, if you guys want a few minutes to take some photos, we'll give you a minute to take some photos.
Group picture.
What's up?
I haven't known. Which one? This?
Okay, your family's out. You want to do merit?
11. I hear you.
Can a photo bomb it?
Thank you, everyone. All right. Hey.
Sign the book.
Huh? Good for you, man. Good. And you never have to go back. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Right? We're getting old. See? We're getting old. Or, time's flying. Ian, good seeing you. Ian Peltier. Ian. Good seeing you. Have a good Thanksgiving. Have a good Thanksgiving. Say hi to Dan and Brandon. She'll be all right. See ya.
All right, we'll now get on with the rest of our agenda for the evening, and we will move to number 9, a resolution approving the proposed imposition of liens on parcels of real estate. And this is for the grass and brush and weeds the maintenance. And what happens is if there is a deferred property that hasn't been maintained, we go and do this, and it gets levied on your taxes. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second? Moved in second. Is there any discussion? Seeing no discussion, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkland?
Yes, on to number 10, a resolution adopting the 2026 preliminary budget as the 2026 final budget of the town of Glenville for fiscal year commencing in the year 2026. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second? Moved in second. Is there any discussion? I'll just add to this that this is just shy, it is just over a $23 million budget. It is just shy of a 1% increase from last year's total budget. I would like to personally thank all of the board members for their work and effort in this, budget process. Also, I want to thank our comptroller and our deputy comptroller. Josh is with us today. Thank you for your hard work, and Jeff for his hard work as well. We appreciate it. I appreciate the town department heads as well. They play a big role in this and making sure that we make strong, prudent financial decisions and keep the town in a fiscally sound position. So I want to thank them. And most of all, I really want to thank our employees for their efforts and the work that they do on an annual basis that keeps this town moving the way that it should. I look forward to keeping the town moving in a positive direction in 2026. And that's all I have. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkland?
Yes, on to 11, a resolution designating the assessor for the town, William Pertel, as voting delegate for the Association of Towns in 2026 at the annual business meeting. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second? Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkland?
Yes, on to 12, a resolution authorizing the acting supervisor to execute a lease renewal with Charter Communications. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second? Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor, this is just renewing the spectrum lease, which is an annual amount starting off at about $18,526.27 and finishing off in 2030 and 2031 to a total of $20,821. This is pretty good.
Thank you, Council. Appreciate that summary. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa? Councilman Kirkland?
Yes. On to 13, a resolution nominating Josh Kirby to act as the initial board member for the Empire Public Investment Cooperative Fund of New York, Epic Fund, New York, electing the remaining initial board members of directors. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second? Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? I can just add to this that we approved the investment into the Epic Fund. I think it was 3 board meetings ago. I'm sorry about that. And it was 2 board meetings ago. At any rate, Josh has the opportunity to come on as a part of the board of directors, which will guide this fund. This is a fund that will be made up of many municipalities with many parts and will serve our town hopefully well with financial investment. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa? Councilman Kirkland?
Yes, on to 14, a resolution approving the application for the 2025 DEC Invasive Species Grant Program. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor, we're glad to help from the DEC to help with the invasive species program. It gets reimbursed, and also that looks like they have a 25% match.
They do, which I will add can also be in-kind service, which means that we can do some of the work ourselves to offset the cost. So essentially, we may have no monetary costs, just personnel doing some of the preliminary work. I would really love to add to this. I want to thank Emily Spinner for, she has now become a in-house grant writer for us. Thank you for her work and dedication on this. Also to Vicki Hillis, who is our Parks Director, who really identifies many of these things that are happening in our environment with invasives threatening, the natural setting of these parks. So we're going to do everything that we can to protect and preserve these. And this is just one way that we can do this and capitalize on some state grant funding. Is there any further discussion?
Yeah, I just want to make sure I can emphasize that this particular grant is for Hemlock Hollow Youth Preserve, which is, I believe, it would be off of
Birch.
Yeah, off of First, kind of in between Glenville home and it's in that area.
Yep.
So it's kind of important that young people know that this is what this is for.
Yeah, thank you, Councilman. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Redpath?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes,
Yes. On to 15, a resolution approving the revised stormwater management plan. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
second,
Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Redpath?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
yes,
Councilman Perkins?
Yes, on to 16, a resolution accepting the proposed settlement for 2024 and 2025 for a tax cert proceeding between the town of Glenville and Silar LLC, CO Integris INC. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Is there any discussion? I'll add to this that I really want to thank our assessor, Bill Pertel, and counsel, Vince Alette, that we have that works on many of these tax cert cases. I believe that this is a extremely fair settlement. This property is quite a unique property if you know where it is. It's right along Maple Avenue, just as you enter in off of Freeman's Bridge on the left-hand side. It has been for sale for a while, and we're trusting counsel and our assessor for the recommendation on this settlement. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Redpath?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes,
Councilman Perkins?
Yes, thank you. On to 17, a resolution approving the minutes of the regular town board meeting held on November 5th, 2025. Do I have a motion?
so moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
This is a resolution we see on a regular basis, approving the minutes, which we all receive in our email. Thank you, Julie, for producing those.
Thank you, Councilman. Any further discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Redpath?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes,
Councilman Perkins?
Yes. On to 18, a resolution approving the monthly reports for October 2025. Do I have a motion?
so moved.
Do I have a second? Any discussion?
Again, these are reports we receive in our emails, and I thank the department heads for getting them out to us.
Thank you, Councilman. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Redpath?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes,
Councilman Perkins?
Yes, now on to our add-ons. We'll start with add-on number 1, a resolution authorizing the acting supervisor to execute the necessary documents for TAP Freeman's Bridge multi-use path, PIN number 1762.49/DO41874 project. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
second.
Moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
So my understanding of this is the Freeman Bridge multi-use path is complete, and we need to do this in order to accept payment from the state for the project. Is that a correct assessment?
That is a correct assessment.
Thank you.
Grant reimbursement.
And just to, add, the next two after this are the same, for the same purpose.
Thank you, Councilman.
Submit, what is it?
So we're going to have to make a correction on the pins. The pin, I understand. But I'm reading the agenda. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Redpath?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes,
Councilman Perkins?
Yes. On to number 2, resolution authorizing the acting supervisor to execute the necessary documents for the TAP Freeman's Bridge multi-use path. We will make the correction to the PIN for this one that coincides with the resolution. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. As Councilman stated, this is exactly the same for the same project, the same reimbursement. Is there any further discussion?
Yeah, just, this was a 3-phase project with 3 different grants, so that's why we have to go through this process.
Three different PIN numbers, yes.
Right.
Thank you, Councilman. Any further discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkland?
Yes, on to number 3, resolution authorizing the acting supervisor to execute the necessary documents for a TAP Freeman's Bridge multi-use path. And again, we will correct the PIN number for this. This one is, okay. All right, very good. So this one is PIN number 1762.49/DO41874 project. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Moved and seconded. I think you've already stated this, Councilman. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkland?
Yes. On to our last for the evening, new business, and I'll start on my left with Councilman Aragosa.
I have nothing new.
Councilman Galloon.
Nothing tonight.
Councilman Ramichardt. I will just say that I want to wish everybody and their family a happy Thanksgiving. I hope everybody has a happy and safe holiday, and I will now take a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We're adjourned.